NBA Central put up this tweet. One gotta go. One gotta go. Peace out, Eli Davis. Is it weird that I called you Eli Davis? It's probably peace out, Eli. Like type shit. One gotta go. DeMarcus Cousins. Let's just assume all in their prime. DeMarcus Cousins, Blake Griffin, Amari Stoudemire, or Kevin Love. Chat. I'm gonna need the thoughts in the chat, bro. Like, who do y'all think, man? Who do y'all think? Who do y'all think has to go? These are all very talented big men in their prime, bro. I think there's only one. Never mind. I can't say the only one. There's one center. I will say that. There's one center in this fucking thing. All the 3 out of the 4 of these dudes are primarily considered power forwards. I personally, in their prime, let me just make this clear. I don't think you can win a championship with any of these dudes as their first option. I will say, as a first option, though, I think Blake Griffin has proven the most. As a first option. So I will say that. But even then, it's kind of shaky because the years where he was a first option, like he had Chris Paul. So who the fuck was the first option type shit? As a second option, though, I would still go towards Blake or even Amari. No cap. But in terms of who gotta go, I'm gonna be honest. It's Kevin Love to me. It's Kevin Love, bro. It's Kevin Love. I just feel like as a first option, he doesn't do enough. It might be Amari then. I think as a first option, DeMarcus Cousins and Blake Griffin do too much. I think Blake and DeMarcus are safe to me. To me, it's between Amari and Kevin Love. As a first option, they haven't really proven much. In terms of just their skills in their prime, playmaking is non-existent damn near for both of them. And if I were to choose, I would lean towards Kevin Love, just even off just the outlet pass shit alone. You know what I'm saying? And also the ability to space out the floor. But Amari as a rim presence is crazy though. He is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna lean towards Amari, man. I'm gonna lean towards Amari. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I really look at it, it ain't Blake. I think Blake, to be honest with you, will go down as one of the most underrated players in the league. Surprisingly, I think Blake, what he was doing was so underrated. Even in those Detroit years, bro. Like, in my opinion, Blake is like that, bro. And people don't remember, like, first 2 years Blake Griffin before Chris Paul. That dude was an athletic monster. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blake Griffin. But yeah, if we look at prime Kevin Love, we're looking at a dude who averaged 26 and 13, 20 and 15, was able to space out the floor shooting 38% from 3, in some years 42 in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Was always a decent free throw shooter. And in his prime was getting there like a decent amount too. I think this year, a lot of people forget, Kevin Love was in top 10 player in the league conversations. Now, to be fair to Amari, he was also in those conversations, so it's not just a Kevin Love thing. But I think as a first option, I would argue Kevin Love has actually proven more. And then as a second option, I know Amari has proven a lot as well, playing alongside Steve Nash. But what Kevin Love did as even a third option and a second option in 2018, I think goes under the radar, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Amari within that activity. And for the people who wanted Blake stats, specifically these years, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I was hella surprised after these 2 seasons that I never saw Blake average more than 10 rebounds, cause I felt like he was one of the best rebounders in the league, like when he first started, and then once he teamed up with DeAndre Jordan, like shit got a little shaky. I think. Let me look back. Or maybe they were just not a great rebounding team. But I always thought in these early years, I think Blake could have been more aggressive around the rim. And initially, I actually wasn't a fan of him taking more mid-rangers, not dunking the ball as much, because I really thought like, aggressiveness was a really big part of his brand and what made Blake Blake. So I wasn't a fan of him being more of a finesse player, taking more mid-range jump shots and putting the ball on the floor. Wasn't really a big fan of that. But looking back, I think he did the right thing. Still, I felt like he could have been a more assertive presence at the rim. But shout out to Blake though, like type shit, man. It's sad that as a 33-year-old, he's aged the way that he has, considering how some of the players in the last decade have aged. And for Blake in 2023 as a 34-year-old to be a 4-point per game dude is pretty sad though. But as a Celtics fan, I do like the presence that he brings to the team though. It's not much, but just some veteran presence on the bench. My girl doesn't like Blake though. She doesn't like anyone related to the Kardashians, to be fair though.